Test, test, test. Let's see if I go here. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, check, 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 test, test. That is not loud at all. Test, test. Okay. If I go here. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Test, test, test. Don't want all that. Just want to have. That is not loud at all. Test, test. Okay. If I go here. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Test. Hello. Test, test, test. Check, check, check. Test. Hello, test, test. Hello, check. Check, 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 check. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Hello. Drive, harmonics. Why is there echo? Mid gain. Test, test, test. Check, 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 check. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Hello, test, 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 test. That's way too much. Where's their echo? Mid gain. Test, test. Noise gate. Test, test, check, check, hello, check. Test, 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 test. That's way too much. Okay, where's the echo thing? Test, test, check, 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 test, 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 test. Neutral. That's way too much. Effects. Okay, where's the echo thing? Echo. Off. Reverb. Off. Test, test, check. Okay. Test, test, test. Test, check, check, check. Why is this so quiet? Test, check, check, check. Why is this so quiet? I think it's on max. Test, test, test. It goes up into the yellow while I'm right up on it. But test, check, check, check. It sounded good on Discord, somebody said. What the hell? It's on max. Maybe I gotta test, test, test. It goes up into the yellow. But picks up chair squeak really good. Last stream I thought it was fine, but it was really quiet. Maybe I gotta test, test, test. It goes up into the yellow. Maybe I just don't have my headphones turned up. Picks up chair squeak really good. Last stream I thought it was fine. Let me do. Put these headphones on. Test, test, test. I just don't have my headphones turned on. Picks up chair squeak really good. Last stream I thought it was fine. Let me do. these headphones on? Output. This one. Test. Check. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I can do level. Oh, here we go. Just straight up hitting plus on the decibels. Plus. Check. Hello. Test. We got it up to 76 decibels. Yeah. That's a little buzzy. 72? It's very... I got the levels on there, but I gotta get the test. This noise gate thing, I gotta like mess with it. Test. Check. It's like you have to like talk loud enough for it to start picking up. Used to be right about there. Wow, you can see a line. It shows you where to put it. That's good. And you get the range. Range. What does that mean? I don't know. There's a background hum though. How do I get rid of that background hum? It's not anything in the noise gate. Turn the gain up on the compressor and then turn the gain down. Oh yeah. Oh wait. What? Test. Okay. Test. So now I got the thresholds fucked up now. I gotta get this back down to here. Okay. Test. Check. What does that sound like? Check. Testing. 1, 2. Check. Y'all hear that hum though in the back? Yeah, I'm hearing this hum. This constant hum. I don't even know what this big knob does. I just noticed in the Elden Ring folder where it installed, there's a folder called Diablo Loot _ER. Why did they put a Diablo Loot folder in there? Game doesn't even have Diablo style like random loot. And where do the save games go? Where does the saves go? Elden Ring saves backup? Because I went in and it lost all my old character. Lower the gain. Move the mic closer. Maybe just this cord. Where's that one cord? Different chords have different hum. What this does. I got this peep. I don't know what it does. Oh, test. Check. Hello? Oh, it's back. Test. Check. Testing. Put some reverb on. Testing. Just a little bit of reverb. I don't hear any reverb. Doesn't get rid of the hum. It could be the hum from my computers and stuff. Or this thing. Or like all the electromagnetic shit going around. Test. Check. Holding the mic off the desk. This is what it sounds like with the mic off the desk. Does this sound any better? Oh. All the electromagnetic shit going around. Test. Check. Holding the mic off the desk. This is what it sounds like with the mic off the desk. What do I need to do? Put the stand on like a towel? I have this. This old shop towel or something. We gotta figure out how to. I only got a 3-foot cord, so I can only go so far with this. Thick towel. Yeah. There we go. Get this padding. Just came in. Dampen it. Can I get one of these fuzzy things on the front? Oh. Is that any better? Test, check. Okay. Now. Why is it cutting off when I'm not talking? I think it's the noise gate. It's like cutting shit off, which is fine. Alright, there's a new Haunted Objects podcast. Okay, let's go back to this. Yeah, I think I'd rather have these headphones on, because you'll hear the echo from the big ones. Now, let's mute myself. Alright, so it sounds good. Let's go over some Trump shooting stuff real quick. What the hell? This isn't my YouTube watch history. I just watched a video a minute ago. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright. I'm going to show you guys some stuff here. That's the video I was just watching a minute ago about the Trump shooting. So there's a theory that the real, well, not the real shooter, but like a different shooter was up here on this water tower behind Trump. Basically, they're going to go through all these like sound analysis of the shots, the pop, 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 and then the report, the snap, and then the report, and then they get the distance using math to figure out how far away the shots were. So the first 3 shots were like 400 feet, and then there's some shots from 800 feet, and then there's another shot or two from like 1,200 to 1,400 feet away. So 3 different shooters. And this is all before the shooters killed Thomas Crooks, which doesn't make any sense. Where's the actual, like, if I look for snipers respond to shooter at Trump rally. I'll show you the video I first saw. Snipers react. Yeah, put respond. It keeps showing these snipers right here. I don't know if they ever shot a shot. These guys that were behind Trump that you could see in the video, they're not the guys that shot the shooter. I don't know if they ever fucking shot. This guy, they're saying this guy shot him? They're looking right at him. Yeah, right here. I always just assumed that these were the guys that killed Thomas Crooks because they're the ones you always see. But in the official story, it was 26 seconds after the first shot is when the shooting happened, or they killed the guy. Where's like the official footage? It has like a timer or something on it. Okay, we got a clock up here. Trump hasn't even gone up yet, and they've already found this guy. They've seen him walking around. They've said that he was a threat. And they still let Trump go up on the stage. Why would you ever do that? So 6:10. What? He just walks off? It's like a minute or two later. They've already seen the shooter. They've had plenty of time to like go through the comms and tell each other like what's going on. Okay, 11:34, first shot hits. So 26 seconds after that, 6:50 is when they kill the guy, right? Or 6:11 and 50 seconds. Don't be 6:12, right? 26 seconds. Yeah. So 6:12 is when the guy gets killed. So let's watch how long it takes. Guy's still alive. No, he's not. It was 26 seconds later. Well, that's seconds later, but now they've took the timer off. I want to see like when Trump does this thing and he sticks his arm in the air. According to the official story, the shooter is still alive at that point. So what the fuck are they talking about? I mean, the snipers knew like an hour or two beforehand. They saw him walking around and they knew he was a suspicious person, I think. And then they said there was a police officer who boosted another police officer up onto the roof and he was holding on with his hands. And he peeked up and he saw the guy and he swung the rifle around at the police officer and he ducked back down. And then he didn't shoot, obviously, because it would have given away his position. Then the police officer fell like 6 feet. This is what the police commander was saying later. Like, so they didn't see the ladder that was behind these two trees right here? There's a ladder behind those trees that he climbed up. The police didn't use the ladder. They boosted each other up. Let's go back to this video. With this water tower thing. So this is like a really grainy video with like a lot of heat. But like there's a black shadow here. It looks like it peeks out, bang, 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 and then it ducks back behind. But I don't know if that's like... I thought maybe that was the counter sniper that was up in the water tower that shot the guy on the roof. Because when they say the shot came from 12 to 1,400 feet away, it doesn't mean that shot was going towards Trump. That shot could have been going towards Crooks. The sound was 12 to 1,400 feet away because the microphone in front of Trump was this microphone that picked up the sound, so they can tell how far away the shot was from the microphone, but you can't tell where it was shooting at. So then he makes this thing, so 1,400 feet is a radius from where the third shots came from. And I'm thinking right here, this building right here, He thought it was this building right here. Because this has a good line of sight of somebody shooting the shooter over here. Bam, bam. Or from here to here. Because there's no trees in the way. If you're shooting from back here somewhere, there's all kinds of trees in your way. These buildings are kind of too short. If you're shooting from here, you're shooting over the crowd. So we probably would have heard like a zip going overhead or something. But like shooting over here, that made a lot of sense. To be the shot that took out Crooks. Yeah, like if these guys right here behind Trump were the ones that shot him, the sound would have been like way faster reports than the initial shots. But there's none of that in this audio. This audio right here. That's the shooter from 400 feet away. Now that's the same distance, but they said that could have been this open window that was like the second floor behind the shooter. There was an open window for some reason. Where does it show that at? Right here. Shooter was over here. The window was over here. This could have been a police sniper that shot Crooks. Or it could have been a deep state sniper that was shooting Trump as part of like a planned thing to like make him look stronger, or it could be like, I don't know. This thing doesn't make any sense. This building right here, I think, makes most sense. Right here, there's a billboard. Now, this seems like it could be something to like shoot Crooks from. You got a few trees right here, but it's got a height. Why would you even have a rally right next to a water tower with a big giant elevated position next to you? That's crazy. They should have all these rallies like on the top of a hill. With nothing around that's higher than you. Yeah, they said that building was a staging area that he was on, so it makes sense for that window to be open, I guess, if the police were using it as a staging area. Apparently they didn't see a guy climb on their own roof. So, I don't remember where I saw that it was 26 seconds after the first shot was when they killed the sniper. But at 26 seconds, he's already standing up and like making his pose and everything. So I don't think that was accurate. Maybe it was 26 seconds when he officially died or something. He was still bleeding out, maybe. Let's see what this guy has to say. This guy's got tan pants on. Anybody with tan pants, I trust him with sniper expertise. So the shooter flew a drone, but the SEAL team or whatever Secret Service didn't fly any drones. You can't hear the audio from the website? Desktop. Let me check this thing. Oh, I plugged it in. It switched it.
A kind of moving thing.
There you go.
You know, if somebody at one of these companies, are they actually keeping up with places that candidates are going to be, high profile candidates, to climb up on the roof? And he bought 50 rounds. And let me just tell you, as a gun reviewer, 50 rounds is not a lot, right? Even if you're a competition shooter,
Anything
if you're
sounds bad or
hunter,
looks bad, y'all
if you
tell
own
me right
guns at
away
all,
because I
you
don't
know
notice it.
that 50 rounds, that's like one box of pistol ammo. You know, obviously one box of rifle ammo, or you can get them in 20 round boxes too. I mean, it's not a lot. They make a big deal about that. Oh my God, he bought 50 rounds. Now, what he did with those rounds is heinous, obviously. But just buying 50 rounds is not going to throw some kind of red flag. Unless you're in like a super restrictive state. And
Why do all these politicians, they don't know anything about anything? I saw one, they were asking her questions. She's like, what is a round? You don't know what a round is? You don't know like how many comes in a box? You think buying like 100 rounds of ammunition is like, oh shit, he bought 100? 100 rounds? It comes in 100 in a box usually, or 50 in a box.
and they have a waiting period on ammo, and you have to have a license to buy ammo. There's a lot of craziness that goes on in other states across the country, but let me just say 50 rounds is not a lot. Of course, what he did with it is just horrible, but making a big deal about 50 rounds is not going to throw a red flag in pretty much any state. Now, here's the other crazy thing, and this is why we have more questions than answers, because
Imagine every time somebody bought a box of ammunition, they called fucking FBI. This guy bought 100 rounds of ammunition from us. That's $15. Okay.
we're getting all this little bit of information trickling out there, but he also did not have any social media presence. He had a Discord and a Steam. Discord is like a private encrypted app where you can send messages back and forth, but it's not like a Facebook, right? So are you telling me this kid is witty enough to use something encrypted like that because he doesn't want his messages to be seen? I mean, maybe. By all accounts, he's smart. He's putting together bombs and things like that. Fortunately, none of those things went off. But of course, they didn't have dogs at this
Didn't they say he had like a remote control car that he was going to put a bomb on and like drive it in there and blow it up or something like that?
event either. So maybe they could have caught him right then and there if they would have had dogs. But they treated this like a loose security protocol instead of it being one of the highest security protocols that you can have. I just wish there was more here, you know, from overseas accounts to Iranians to the royal family and like no social media. I don't know what the hell's going on here, you know, it's
Oh yeah, so something else about the shooter had 3 like overseas accounts or encrypted accounts or something somewhere in like other countries.
like really confusing. It's like Revenge of the Nerds meets James Bond. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It is quite literally disturbing. This kid has no social media. There's going to be a lot more that comes out about that. Of course, I'll keep you guys filled in. But man, there's just more questions than answers right now about him. And then there's these clips.
The gentleman behind me, I was one seat, he was to the right of me. He could see the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here.
And they had been right by the fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence. And
then they're showing like
Water
police
tower.
cars at the base of the water tower, you know, before shots are ringing out, I guess.
What?
So I'm like, you know, what is going on with this water tower? Now, I had to add something to this, which is why my shirt magically changed. Never mind that, though. So I do want to talk about that second shooter a little bit more because when you're looking at the image, first of all, why is there a camera that's like perfectly stationary on this water tower? Every other cell phone camera out there, it's going to be have a little bit of shake to it and all that, but this camera is like pointed on this water tower. Unless it's a security camera, that's just far away because it looks so grainy. Regardless, you do see somewhat of a shadow kind of moving around up there. But here's the thing. None of the shots line up with that. Somebody made a fantastic graphic. Whoever it is that made this, I would love to give you credit, but I can't find the source for it. All I found was this video that was shared on X by the user here that I'm, obviously going to credit because that's where I found it. But regardless, you see where all those shots come from. Those fall
Okay, let's see
perfectly in
this.
line from the building.
So these are the two guys that got injured or killed? Well, I thought there was like two injured and another one killed.
That we already know about where that shooter was. If there was another shooter on the tower shooting towards Trump, that is, it wouldn't have mattered if he turned his head at that moment because he had the perfect vantage point. Yes, he was a little bit further out, but that's still a shot.
So normally when I'm playing a game or something, right, and if I try to make a headshot and a headshot whiffs, I panic. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta make 2 more body shots. I don't go for like more headshots if I'm missing the headshot. So I don't see how the second shot missed, because he was just standing there like looking at his ear for a second. He had plenty of time to like shoot him in the body, but he didn't do that.
That even just a regular shooter with a little bit of experience could have made. By Trump turning his head, it only makes sense that that saved his life from the angle where the known shooter actually was.
What are these lines? What the fuck? Where are these black lines going?
The building and the direction that he was looking at, not from the water tower that was behind him and to the right. Nothing adds up there. Second, if that guy in the water tower was not a second shooter, but maybe
why would he just start spraying off to the right in like different directions?
Or maybe he was a part of,
you can't miss that bad.
The SWAT, teams that they had up there, or maybe he was a sniper that was with Secret Service, or now I'm hearing Department of Homeland Security was actually, Jesus. Okay, so there's a lot there. But let's say that he was one of the good guys. Well, that makes it even worse. The known gunman was able to climb up an AC, get his rangefinder, be on the roof 20 minutes before the shots rang out. He was known actually an hour before. Talk about all that yesterday if you need to catch up with that stuff. But that makes it even worse knowing that he was able to climb up and do all of that with somebody that was basically right over the top of him.
As incompetent as the Secret Service is it possible that the shooter was a member of the Secret Service and they just didn't remember him like being employed there?
Now there's some images being shared that say there was cops at the base of the water tower. That's simply not true. It's only because of the angle of the camera and the water tower behind where
They said he had a red dot scope? Like not even crosshairs or anything? Or like yeah, where's the gunman's rifle? Did they ever show the rifle?
Where those cops were parked, that makes it look like they were right on top of it. Or, in this case, right underneath it. But when you look at a vantage point and you look at that building and that red container where those cops were parked, you can see that water tower, just estimating, is probably, 40 yards away from where those cops were actually parked.
Aaron, what was going through your mind? What did you think when you first heard those sounds?
I thought this would do what you just said. I thought it was fireworks. 4th of July, it's been pop, pop, pop. That's what it sounded like. The gentleman behind me, I was one seat, he was to the right of me. He could see the sharpshooter behind Trump. He said the sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the...
Well, this is bad, but how funny would it be if there's somebody after one of these shootings, like giving an interview, and then they get shot on camera, like, oh, take her out.
Gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. He said, no.
When you think about the witnesses, right, what they just saw was tragic. That lady actually saw...
So he could afford bombs and a remote control car, but he can't afford a scope? That don't make any sense.
Get killed, right? Now there's shots going off behind her, right? According to where she's sitting, right? And we don't know if both sniper teams actually took a shot. We know that, they say that shot was...
Did somebody say he had like he was in a sharpshooting class or like a after school club or something and they kicked him out because he was bad? Like, when do you ever kick somebody out of a club because they're not good at it? And how do you be so bad? Like, maybe he's using a red dot scope to try to snipe stuff. I don't know.
Was 1 in a million because they could only see his like forehead and the scope, and what else did they say? Maybe some of his hair or something. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of it was obscured because of the slope of the roof. Here we go, talking about the slope again. But it was obscured because of that. And so the first thing is, why do you have to make a 1 in a million shot when you have obviously access to this water tower? That's pretty sketch. Obviously, if you had somebody on that building, you're not talking about 1 in a million shots anymore. You should have clear lines of sight. Okay, anyways. So there's shots going off behind her, right? There's at least the snipers that are shooting at her and...
Like this one right here. Doesn't react. She don't give a fuck.
The gunman that's shooting towards the crowd.
Oh, okay. She got him going down.
Don't know what happened.
She starts filming with her camera.
After they made impact with, let's say, a bleacher. There's one video I found where it looked like a hydraulic line or something got hit on a tractor or something.
Whoa, that's crazy. Look at that. It's spraying all everywhere.
I found where it looked like a hydraulic line or something got hit on a tractor or something.
Did that make this thing come down because the hydraulic got hit? And it dropped this?
Got hit on a tractor or something. She's thinking that she's hearing multiple shots from multiple angles.
Maybe that's what he's aiming for.
To me, there's so much going on. I really doubt that she could tell every direction where she was hearing it from. And what she was probably hearing is those rounds either breaking off, splitting up, being, thrown in different directions, or she's hearing the sniper shoot back, and she's hearing, of course, those 8 rounds coming in, and then what's happening to those rounds afterwards. It's really hard to say. And in that moment, that's why they say, if you're in a self-defense shooting, you never talk to the cops initially. You tell them that you're willing to cooperate with the investigation, but you have to talk to a lawyer.
July 13th, 2024, a mere week and a half that we currently have as of today. You have to understand, this didn't occur that long ago. Facts are subject to change as more information is released. On the very small inside box of the head. Give this a shot.
So I'm trying not to hit the head right now because obviously I don't want to kill my target if I'm just trying to make it.
Did it! Okay.
Oh, they're trying to prove that it was staged. Like, if you tried to hit somebody in the ear, how hard would it be?
Was that through his head?
And this is with a scope and a gun that they want to use. Like, they have to use the shooter's gun. Like he had. Oh, nailed it.
Yeah, I did it! Okay. Well, in a high-stress situation, after having just been surprised by a cop, I swing around my highly precise Mark 12 rifle as a trained military shooter, and I'm able to hit the air after putting it around.
Well, that's using fucking the best gun. What did the shooter have? Oh, it's a Lapua.
Nice optic, and you can imagine on a red dot how difficult that would be.
Now, the Secret Service counter-sniper teams use a Mark 13 Mod 7. The difference, reaction time. Let's go ahead and let's see what that would have looked like through the optic, what it would have looked like in slow motion, and see the approximate damage it would have done. There's a lot of variables here. We do have the powerful the 300 Winchester Magnum is. So right here we have the... Now, is you're going to look at what a heptic. There are 2 positions for the lever on the Night Force. Take a shot at the skull so you can see what the... Secret Service counter-sniper.
Scope costs more than my car. Most people's car.
Notice I didn't do any holds. That means I wasn't have to aim. I was mission known as Mark 248 Mod 0. This is a possibility, or they could have been using even better civilian ammunition that would have been more accurate. So a good.
So what would you say? Illustration of attempted assassination of President Trump Part 2. Okay.
This is a 3D illustration of how many bullets were fired and their trajectory that struck 3 people at the Trump rally on July 13th, 2024. This is the area we're going to focus in on.
I can hear her noise get canceling off with her
Here you can
microphone.
see the 3 victims that were injured by gunfire and where they were standing in the bleachers. We're going to turn around and demonstrate exactly where these bullets came from. This model represents Thomas Crooks. His position can be seen here in this image, which illustrates exactly where he was.
There's the ladder behind these trees. That the cops, they walked around the building. They didn't go in this little area right here. Like, that's where somebody would be hiding. Why wouldn't you check that?
Turning around, we can see the path of all the bullets that were fired from this location. I placed a 10-foot red disc downrange to represent what an average shooter could hit easily. Now let's take a look at this first shot fired. Coming from our key location, bullet 1 grazes President Trump's ear. This is the same bullet that hits a spectator in the stands. We know this through video evidence. As President Trump is talking, the first shot rings out just after he says, "Take a look at what happened."
Something to say. Take a look at what happened.
We can see the vapor trail of a bullet strike, which is the same bullet that struck President Trump's ear a split second earlier.
Take a look at what happened. What is happening? What's happening now? It's bullets hitting me in the ear.
Back at the podium, President
I said there shouldn't be
Trump
bullets.
grabbed
They
his
said
ear,
bullets. I don't
falling
know.
to the ground as more shots rang out. In total, there were 7 or 8 shots. So let's rewind and watch this at regular speed.
Okay.
Take a look at what happened.
Those bullets are too far apart to be coming from the same source. They should all converge at some point.
With all that gunfire, it's easy to understand how these spectators were injured.
Now, how could they all be coming from the same place if the first 3 are from 400 yards and the next 4 are from like 800 yards or more?
Even though they were not the target, including the sole spectator who lost his life that day.
That's the guy that died that was in front? That's probably the second
As
floor
we
window
circle
shot.
around, we can see how all the paths of the bullets were hitting in the location of this forklift machine, causing one of the hydraulic hoses to burst.
Okay. That's it?
Trump's rally takes place in Butler, Pennsylvania, roughly 30 miles north of Pittsburgh. The Butler Farm Showgrounds, located at 625 Evans City Road, about 5 miles from downtown Butler. The shooter, Thomas Crook, was smart enough to park his van on Lawrence Avenue, avoiding police and Secret Service officer from investigation and checking. It was also suspected of containing a...
What do you guys think about the Microsoft CrowdStrike thing? Was that intentional, like trying to disrupt the economy, or... I mean, it wouldn't be attacking the United States because Australia and India are having crazy trouble too. And plus they fixed it. It seemed like pretty fast. Couldn't get gas at certain gas stations for a while. That's kind of a big deal.
Considerable amount of explosives. This is where he got out and walked all the way to this vantage point, which is this building on the right.
He walked past the water tower and
He
decided
then
this was
climbed
better.
ladder located here and moved up to the top of this roof. To help you understand better, let's take a basic...
So the ladder he must have put there the day
on
before or
stage
something,
as
right?
well as the
Because
shooter.
they would have seen the guy walking around with a ladder and
There
said,
are 3
"Oh,
important
what the
structures
fuck
of
is this?"
building you need to understand. This is the Trump stage, and just above him is the audience section where a selected number of people is seated.
Probably had his gun already on the roof
This
or behind those
structure is
trees.
also very important as it is where the Secret Service personnel are located and snipers are positioned. Finally, we have this building where the shooter set up his sniper location. A quick note, the distance from the shooter Thomas Crook to Trump stage is around 137 meters, which translates to around 450 feet. While the distance between the shooter and the Secret Service sniper position is around 134 meters, which is approximately 440 feet. When former President Donald Trump was a little into his speech, the shooter squeezed the trigger of his AR-15 rifle, releasing 3 bullets. One of these shots hit the former president on the ear. This was followed by another 5 shots. Possibly one of the bullets
That's not
missed
what
the
it sounded
former
like.
president's head by just a quarter of an inch as he turned to look at a chart statistic located on the left. This move saved his life. From the top angle, This is what it looks like when we're playing how the bullet missed Mr. Trump as he moved his head at the last millisecond.
Ultra Instinct.
Interestingly, this bullet would have hit the former president and his head had been turned towards the audience as shown here in this visualization. All in the videos ahead with detailed minute-to-minute animated timelines until the former president was in his armored SUV. We will also be looking at the respective weapons used by both parties and the two scenarios with and without bullet penetrating the skull. At 6:12 p.m. ET, Trump started addressing his supporters and spoke for roughly...
How important is the back part of the brain? I always thought like the frontal lobe was like the main part. Or I guess that's the part they used to remove in lobotomy, so maybe it's not important. Maybe the back part's the important part. They were talking about CrowdStrike? What the hell? What was the other thing I wanted to talk about? Biden dropping out, and who do you think? Well, it's looking like Kamala's going to be the nominee, but why the fuck would you want Kamala? Like, AOC put out a live stream yesterday saying, like, a lot of people she's been talking to, they want to just remove the whole ticket and, like, get somebody else. But, like, Trump is so popular right now, if you don't pick somebody that's also, like, a celebrity, like Jon Stewart, Joe Rogan, how are they going to beat Trump? Or, if the Democrats pick somebody like a Republican that's, like, middle of the road that could maybe switch to being a Democrat, maybe they could pull votes away from all the Republicans that didn't want Trump to be the nominee. Plus all the Democrats wouldn't vote just because it's not Trump. They'd vote for another Republican just because it's not Trump. Then you could beat them that way. But, like, if you just pick Newsom or somebody, it's probably not going to beat Trump. Plus all the black people now, they're like Trump because he survived a shooting, and apparently black people like that because they can relate. I don't know.
...6 minutes before the scene erupted into chaos. Trump was in the middle of speaking when someone in the crowd was heard saying he's got a gun. As the video captured someone in the crowd repeating, on the roof, he's got a gun. It's here that 3 shots rang out. A pause and 5 more shots in rapid succession were heard. For some unknown reason, the shooter had a clear line of sight from an elevated level well positioned as a sniper nest. Interestingly, a heavy-duty ladder was also located on the side. It might be a permanent fixture. He aimed with this AR-15, a semi-automatic rifle, which will be discussed in detail later in the video. At around 6:11, he aimed his sights on the former president and squeezed the trigger, producing the bullet. At 6:11:34, Trump touched the right side of his face. At 6:11:35, Trump took cover as U.S. Secret Service agents rushed to the podium to surround him. "Get down, get down, get down," one of them said. As stated, the gunman was positioned outside the rally venue, approximately 400 to 500 feet away from where Trump was speaking. As discussed, the police sniper was located at this position. They were then alerted and started aiming at the suspected shooter. When ready, the bolt-action rifle bullet traveled a range of 500 feet.
Now, which shot was their shot? Because I never heard that. There was no, in the sound file, a shot that was like, would have been like 100 meters or 100 feet from the microphone that picked it up. How did it never hear? Are these silenced rounds? I mean, you still hear it a little bit.
However, this weapon can inflict...
It's got a silencer on the
1,200 to 1,300 yards.
AI graphic,
This is well beyond the shooter's 500 feet limit. We will discuss this weapon in more detail later in the video. At this moment, Trump remains low to the ground surrounded by agents, who could be heard on the rally microphone discussing which vehicle would be used to move the former president away from the scene. Seconds later, multiple...
Is that what they're talking about?
Shooters down. Law enforcement in tactical gear and rifles are now on the stage. A woman's screams are heard following the sound of another shot. Here's a transcript of the audio at the podium with Trump and Secret Service members. 6:11:41 p.m. Female agent, "What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going?" Man indistinctly yelling. 6:11:50. Gunshot.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
668. Male Agent 2. Go around to the spare. Go around to the spare. Spare refers to a spare limousine or SUV. At 612 again, Male Agent 3 appears to say something like, move to the spare, hold. When you're ready, on you. At 612:01, Male Agent 2 screams ready. 612:02, Male Agent 3 shouts again, move. 612:03, Male Agent 2 screams up. 612:03, Male Agent 3 says move. 612:04, Male Agent 4. He shouts again, go, go, go. 612:06.
Now this here was a female agent because it was too short. And he was able to like do the fist
Male
pump
Agent
thing.
2, Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye is the code name for the counter-assault team. 612:06 again. Female Agent 1, Hawkeye's here, moving to the spare. 612:09. Male Agent 4, spare get ready, spare get ready. 612:10. Male Agent 2 says, you ready? 612:16 to 21. Agents, shooters down. Shooters down. Are we good to move? 612:21. Male Agent, shooters down. We're good to move. 612:22. Female agent.
How ridiculous is it that the person we want to lead our company or country, or it's company really, but it's country also, that they're all so hated, and everybody knows that there's so many people that hate them that we have like this whole like company of people, like teams and different squads and teams, just like bodyguards and like stand around in a circle to keep them from getting killed. That's a If you had a good leader, nobody would ever want to kill him. You wouldn't have to have any Secret Service or agents or anything. Like, I don't know, before Kennedy got shot, presidents were just like men of the people. They would just walk around. You'd see them, and you'd say hi to them, and like, it wasn't a big deal. Now it's like, everybody's so divided. They all want to kill each other.
Agent, are we clear? 612:23. Agents, we're clear. We're clear. We're clear. 612:23. Male Agent, let's move. Let's move.
What is this AI telly thing? Does anybody know like what AI, like all the Facebook pictures I keep getting of like Jesus covered in mud and like stewardesses, and how are they making those AI photos? I want to like know what AI program that is, or the ones that make like you can squint and you'll see Jesus's face and it's like a bunch of groceries and like people with hair. I'm like, what the fuck? Those are some good AI programs, I guess. I don't know which ones they're using. I want to use it to like create characters from books and stuff. The funny thing is, the woman that couldn't holster her pistol looks exactly like my regional boss. It was my old boss. That's exactly what she looks like.
The agents prepare to move Trump off stage, but he tells them to wait. With blood dripping from his ear over a portion of his face, Trump lifts his fist in the air, prompting a loud cheer from the rally crowd, and mouths the word fight 3 times while pumping his fist. Some say this is kind of a gangster move by Trump, leaving a mark in the American history to never give up and fight. Let's take a look at what the snipers are using. This is a bolt-action sniper rifle used by the U.S. Navy SEALs and other special operations units. The rifle is based on the Remington 700 long action and fires 300 Winchester Magnum rounds. The MK-13 rifle has an official effective range of 1,200 yards, though is capable of making longer shots. Here is the enhanced day optic that provides a greater magnification range and an improved sight. The MK-13 weighs around 11.4 pounds, which translates to around 5.17 kilograms, making it relatively manageable for its size. Its overall length spans 1207 millimeter, that is roughly around 47.5 inches, providing substantial reach. The barrel, a critical component for accuracy and range, measures 673 millimeter, which translates to around 26.5 inches in length. This design
Why would you want a bolt-action rifle?
Controversial AR-15 semi-automatic weapon, meaning a user can fire multiple shots in quick succession. The AR in AR-15 stands for Armalite Rifle. not to be confused with its cousin, the M16, which has been used by the US military since Vietnam. This is a fully automatic machine gun, while the AR-15 are semi-automatic. They'd fire high-velocity bullets that travel at triple...
Oh, you make it look automatic when you just said it's semi-automatic.
This rifle has a mass of 6.5
Nice AI.
pounds, which translates to around 2.97 kilograms. It measures 39 inches, which is approximately 991 millimeters in length, with a barrel length of 20 inches. This is 508 millimeters. The rifle uses a 223 Remington cartridge and has an effective firing range of 500 yards or 457 meters. Additionally, the rifle is equipped with a feed system that utilizes a 20-round magazine, allowing for multiple uses before needing scraping his ear while he was turning to look at the graph. Airline. Finally, at 6:14, the former president was ushered to the spare vehicle,
leaving all the Secret Service agents standing behind like an asshole.
approximately 11 miles away, and this marks the end of the Secret Service's operations.
What was all that thing about, like, I don't know if it was Biden or somebody saying that they wish Trump a speedy recovery? Like, what are you talking about? He just got shot in the ear. Recovery from what? It's not like he recovered immediately. Like, as soon as it was over, he was recovered. Let me go back here for a second. I think there was another video I wanted to show, maybe. No, don't know. Republicans are legally going to challenge the replacement of Joe Biden because people voted Joe Biden to be on the ticket. And it's like, are they going to have another Democratic Party election, or whatever it's called? Or how are they going to choose who gets put up? Have you guys heard about Project 2025 and all the stuff that goes on with it? It sounds freaking insane. Like, if Trump does become president, which he probably will, we all need to get out of here. This country is going to implode like Rome. Let me play you some of this podcast I was listening to. Can I play this live, or I gotta download it? Hang on a second.
Hi, I'm Dalved Quince.
Just to be clear, it refers to the new president taking office on January 20th, 2025. And it is a 920-page, and I'm just going to be frank, manifesto. I mean, you could say it's a plan, but it reads like a manifesto, like any conservative crack job manifesto, and it was devised by the Heritage Foundation. I'm sure we've all heard of the Heritage Foundation. If you have not, it is an ultra-far-right think tank.
Our goal is to ensure that the conservative administration that takes office...
That's the opposite of patriotism. That's serving
our chance to truly make
Bill. It's like they're setting this guy up to be a king.
And they absolutely are. They absolutely are.
She said, David, I know you were doing everything at SNBC, and she said,
years from now, nobody ever figures out the rapture and goes, oh, we're good. It's a billion years from now.
Yeah, literally. Donald Trump said literally today, he was at a rally. I happened to catch a few minutes of it.
Bear spray into the face.
Aww.
920-page, and I'm just going to be frank, manifesto. I mean, you could sure we've all
clip from the
interesting, weird.
You know, I've been on Prager crime commission.
People.
What are they telling
me? People.
I mean, Ronald Reagan's
selling more product than ever.
You now because I'm sitting here. Say it again.
It is right now, the Comstock Act, as it was understood, is mostly used for sending of child pornography through the mail. They use that.
Oh.
So why are they so interested in the Comstock Act? Why is this in the Project 2025?
What are you gonna do? You gonna raid me? Somebody gonna raid me? What's that mean? Is it like Twitch when they used to like bring all your viewers? Something like that? Or are you just gonna like break into my house and like kidnap me or some shit? Don't do that.
To keep you from getting abortion pills in the mail. That then becomes a crime. Why do they always have to go back to these old laws? 1873 is when the Comstock Act is from. In Arizona, as we know, what was it, 1865 when they tried to bring back the abortion ban? They
raved that humanity...
The administration could actually pursue legal action against the press. For one, it says in
the press.
I think on the website you're on, or one of their other websites that I went to, if not in the manifesto itself, that why is all this press allowed access to the White House and the White House press room?
What?
So right off the bat, White House press room is for Fox News, OAN, Newsmax, and that is it. CNN, you get to read about it in tomorrow's paper.
It's literally the First Amendment of our Constitution.
No longer. They outline a number of their agendas, and you would not be surprised.
Listen, for those of you who can't see me, which is everyone except Michael,
I'm
not talking much because I'm sitting
what is
here
that? This was bad.
with my jaw open. I just can't. This is so overtly ridiculous and anti-American.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, Ronald Reagan's got to be spinning in his grave. There's no way.
George W. Bush would be spinning in his, I don't know, cowboy boots. Like, no conservative has ever gone this far before, which is interesting that...
They want to abolish the EPA. They want to, like, go back to dumping chemicals in the water and poisoning everything. Stop the war on oil and natural gas, which is... I mean, I can see a little bit of that, but, like, with all these people sitting in the middle of the road protesting, that shit should be totally illegal. If you're blocking a road, I say 10 years in prison. Trying to get rid of abortion, trying to get rid of education. With all the woke stuff, I'm fine with that, but like, they're also putting like 10 Commandments in schools in like some states already. Immigration. Dismantling of Homeland Security, Department of Homeland Security. Combining it with other agencies, creating a more powerful border policing operation. One thing I did see was like the Democrats, they're trying to get all these illegal immigrants in the country because the number of representatives a state gets is based on how many people answer the census, and those includes illegals and legals and illegals. So even if they don't get to vote, you still get more representation. But then also we're screwing over all these like Mexicans because they pay taxes, but then when it comes time to get Social Security, they don't have legal status and they can't get Social Security. So we're taking their tax money and they're getting no benefit from it. Oh, is IP2 like the lolcows? Yeah, Tea Party movement. It all goes back to my theory about 80% of everything is like NPCs, religious nuts, just idiots, people that barely got through high school or teachers passed them through high school because they don't want to deal with them. They're not smart. They don't think for themselves. They're just like repeat what people tell them. They, I don't know. That's why there needs to be some kind of test before you can vote. You have to like prove that you're smart enough to make decisions. Because we're letting big decisions like presidential elections be decided by people that aren't very smart. They're just like voting for a homecoming king or something. It's like they're voting for popularity. They don't care about policies. They don't know policies. Just like religious people, they don't even know what their Bible says. And like people that vote for Trump, they don't know what he believes. Like there's a thing going on right now about they want America to be one government under one God. And then they're going around asking these people, like, what about Trump's son and his family that are Jewish? Because they didn't know Trump has Jewish kids. I was like, oh, don't know about that. But then those people don't realize that the Jewish God and the Muslim God is the same God. It's all Abrahamic. And like in Islam, Allah is the word that just means God. It doesn't mean a different God. People are just so stupid. They don't look into things. What is a T4 program or an IP2 network? What are you guys talking about? Stop being weird.
I actually mentioned George W. right now because they also want to try and exercise what they are calling the unitary executive theory, which is that the President of the United States has way more power than the Constitution allows. And the way the unitary executive theory works is just do it. Like Nike.
It literally says...
Just do it.
It literally...
Let them take you to the courts and have the court decide. But do presidential overreach across the board, get federal judges. We've already got, as we know, a majority of conservatives on the Supreme Court as well as the federal courts. Let the president do presidential overreach. Let him have overreach of power in all circumstances. Do not question. Do not go by the rule of law. Do not read the Constitution as to what the president is empowered to do. Empower the president to do everything. And let the courts sort it out. Let them sue you and take it to the courts. That's called unitary executive theory, and they want to operate under this principle.
I'm just beyond stunned.
Mm-hmm. There would be, they would obviously implement a federal ban on abortion. Christian nationalist agenda would come to the forefront. They call it the Great Awakening.
Somebody linked in Discord, Ted Cruz shredding Biden nominee. What is this Biden nominee for? Because there's nobody up for Supreme Court right now, right? It's full. What is he nominating? And why doesn't he just like expand the Supreme Court to be like 13 or 19 or something justices and just pack it full of Democrats? Like, there's nothing stopping him from doing that. Then they would be in there for life because Supreme Court justices are in there for life, right? It's not like Trump could just get rid of them. I don't understand what stops people from doing something like that. Anyway, somebody tell me how to like change my save file in Elden Ring. What the shit? App data roaming Elden Ring. Hang on. shit, my File Explorer ain't coming up. Minimize everything. C drive. I gotta go to users. To app data, roaming, Elden Ring. Okay, 419, 722. Okay. Oh, it's made like a different install file. So I'm gonna copy these ones, put them here. Is that gonna fix my control configs? Where's control config saved at? Ba 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 ba. Let's change this to Elden Ring. Fuck. That didn't work. Let me just do a quick undo, undo, undo. I got Elden Ring saves backup from March 21st. What happens if I put that one there? Okay. Try restarting the game. Did everybody have to make a new character when they got the expansion, or is it just me? Uh-huh. Fuck. It doesn't use the old save data. Okay. So I've got my old save data. How do I convert it to be... Let's watch this video really quick. Okay. Ah. Save copier from GitHub. Uh-huh. Let's see if this is it. Uh-huh. Copy to this one. Uh-huh. Oh. I gotta undo. Hang on. Why did I start the game up? Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of did. Shit. Go to recycle bin. 722. Date modified 321. No. Okay, I do need to start this up. Let's go back full screen. This is going to take me a second. I gotta go in here and make a character. Come on. I don't remember what my controls were. Okay. Now I've got a save file. Uh-huh. This one. And then we go this one to this one to this one. What was my main character's name? Entschuldigung? Sounds right. Let's hope so. So now we open this back up. Yeah. Okay. There we go. It's looking like something. Alright. when wielding a bow with two hands, as opposed to when you just shoot it with your teeth. I don't know what you're doing. How you shooting a bow with one hand? Using your toes. Okay, escape. Oh no, this don't look like the right character. What the fuck is this? Do I have a run button? Oh. How do I heal? What the fuck? This is all my stuff? Alright. What was my first character's name? Was it Assassino? Cheap Shot. I think I tried to make an assassin later. So let's say Cheap Shot 2. Oh, okay. I can copy all these over instantly. Done and done. What? Did it affect the, Just the top left is all really matters, dude. This microphone stands kind of in the way of my arms. Wait, what? The shit? It started out as this wrong resolution, then I alt-tabbed and it fixed it. Load game. This one. Hell yeah. Okay, now we're cooking. Fixed it, boys. What happened? Man, this game's hard. You just log in and you die. I gotta fix our controls again. Got it. Got it. I understand. I'm willing to take those chances. Alright. Now, what is this skill? Skill is that. Alright. And Q is targeting. Right click is that? What is that? R is potion. Okay. Why am I... When was I using all of this? Where's my weight? 66. What did I used to wear all the time? This fucking thing. Five, 1, 5. Why do I weigh so much? I'm not wearing that stuff that's not that heavy. This thing... I don't get it. Need some lighter shoes or something. I don't know. Jesus. Look, all these shoes are like heavier than mine. I'm wearing light stuff. Godskin Noble trousers. Just put on fucking something. I don't know. Oh, here. Heavy load. Okay. That's what we need right there. Now, where are we at? Okay, so where do we go to do the DLC? Placidus sacks. We need to go here. to me. That's it. I think my mouse wheel is a little bit slow. Mouse sensitivity. It's worse. How do I call my horse again? I should learn how to use a healing pot because I don't know how to do that. Oh, it was Q. Okay. Switch item. Right. Guard left hand. Control left click. Control right click. Use item. So item is down. Oh yeah, okay. So I get down, 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 till I got health potion. Now up. How do I change? My skill. Set up this thing. Memorize spell. Oh. Right. All this stuff. So this one needs to be... I use that one a lot. I haven't used that one before. That looks cool. Death Mist. These are kind of buffs, right? That seems fine. So I can't use any of this right now. What about the horse? The horse whistle. Inventory. Okay. So it's up. Pouch. How do I use my pouch? It should be muscle memory for me. I don't even remember how to do anything in this game. Items is R. Skill is W. How do I use the skills that are on my up thing? Because W does my weapon skill. Right? Doesn't do Dragon Roar. I thought it was control up. Let me Google it. I ain't got all day. Summon horse in Elden Ring. Trigger the whistle. It just says trigger the whistle. What does that fucking mean? What button do I push? What button? How to summon horse. Oh, how to push button to summon horse. That's what I need to know. I don't need to know how to summon horse. I need to know how to push the button. Equip it. Yeah, I got it equipped. And you just found the spectral seed whistle. Right. See over here in my pouch, spectral seed whistle. There it is. I gotta do this every time? E, use. Pretty sure there's another way to do that. Pretty sure you ain't got to go into a menu every time you want to summon your horse. Fuck. Oh, that's my health. Thought we'd found a boss. Oh, the horse button. Oh, why didn't you say so? How do I get off the horse? Numlock? Anybody know what the horse button is? I guess I gotta go back to menu and I gotta click on this again. Remove. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where's like my other inventory that has all the weird shit in it? Yeah, this one. Spectral Steed Whistle. Use. Summon and ride Torrent, the Spectral Steed. It's got a up, right, left, and a down. And then two other things. Look at that. I put a lantern on. But like, how do I not do it? I guess we're gonna beat the game on our horse. How about you? Like right now, I'm just playing regular old Elden Ring, which I could have done for the last year. I want to play this Shadow of the Erdtree shit. I don't know how to start it. I don't know how to get back to where I don't have a horse. If I jump up here, I'll probably die, right? Can you pull me off my horse, good sir? How about you? How about you? How about thee? Got him. It'd be a shame if someone were to unhorse me. No, I had my shield up. You can't come in with my shield up. Doesn't happen. Well, I can't play this game if I can't fucking get on and off my horse, so I don't know what to do. Guess we're done. Wee. That's all I got. Pretty shitty controls. That's when you... it's like a Capcom game, isn't it? It's like they can't get the controls right. These Japanese companies port all their shit to America. And it's like... shit don't make sense. We're not using Japanese keyboards or something. I just recently bought Titanfall 2, Madden 2024, and Battlefield 2042. And I've just asked for a refund on all three of them because you can't play them without an EA account. EA account says I'm putting in the wrong password. I hit forgot password. It says, okay, we've sent you a code in your email. I go there, there's no code. I resend, never sends me a code. So I can't get in my EA account. It means any EA game, I can't play it.
Sure it's not.
Friday, there's a new Path of Exile expansion, Settlers of Kalgur. They've added, like, you can build a whole town in the game now. Stuff like that. Probably be playing that. Play Rocket League. Barbie Horse Adventures is a little bit out of my league. My cousin had it, I think. She had some kind of horse adventure game. It was pretty complicated.
It's kind of annoying.
I didn't play Phasmophobia since they added all these new ghosts and stuff. And there's a new game called Supernatural I want to play. I think it's a single player.
You play Elden Ring?
Let me stretch this back out. Sub-Zero. God damn. Get out of here. Get that shit out of here. Fuck. I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm sure you didn't, but I recently read a book called Pillars of the Earth. And there's a video game that pretty much, you go through the whole book. You do everything that happens in the book as choices in the game. What the fuck was that? He just like stood there and got double teamed. Look at him. Wow. Pretty much unblockable. Carried the ball on his fucking nose until he got there and just... It was a good pass to me, but somebody other than me hit it, so didn't go in. Oh. Okay. Boom. Oh my god. Are you serious? Hit my own teammate. Put it right back in the net. Oh, fuck. We had a chance at it. Fuck. Oh, dude, let's take it away. Get out of here. Just passing it in front of our net like a dumbass. That. Oh! He just respawned right in front of the ball! That was cheating. He just appeared out of nowhere, I swear to God. It's right in the net. Amazing how that works. Coming right at us again. It's like they got aimbot turned on. Nobody there, not even looking for a shot. God, nobody sideswipe me. I'm trying to do stuff. Fuck. Whee! 7.5 minute game. Whee! What a save, bud. I'm carrying man in the sidewalls, but the goal's over here. It's 3v1 right now. I don't know why I'm still not scored on. Teammates working against me. Literally. Report, dark matter, match throwing, briefing, submit, bang. I was doing good. Almost made it to diamond. Just my teammates keep getting thanks for people that just throw the game. I don't know why. They don't want to win. Shooting our own goal like 50 times in a game. This game is nobody in it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, I'm done. Can't play games tonight apparently. Just fucking give up.